Here. Hey, everybody. This is Coffee Talk with Joe Sonoma of Sonoma State Seminars. And this week I have Kyle Kelly, the
Hola.
listing machine from Patchogue.
Patchogue. Patchogue.
How are you?
All right. How are you, buddy?
I'm great. So, as everybody knows, this is a coffee talk with listing shows. And every once in a while,
I got my coffee.
yes, and I don't have my coffee, but I have my mug, my big mug here. It's coffee. But I wanted to bring as many listing shows on this segment of this real estate program for realtors to give them some inspiration on what it really takes to become a listing pro. And I've selected a select amount of listers out there from not just the local, but from across the United States who can lend their price and everything nice according to our holiday traditions here to what it takes to be a listing agent in this market and what value they bring to our public. So without further ado, I introduce Kyle Kelly, my friend, and listing out there. What do you do? What's your name?
I think your sound's a little screwy. What was that?
I said, what's the name of your title?
Yeah, I think this is getting a little wonky. Can you hear me all right?
Did you hear what I said?
I got like every other word there.
Oh, my goodness. Let's see if we can fix the audio here. How's that?
It may be a little better.
Okay.
What was your question? Use sign language.
I'll use sign language. I said, the name of your team in Patchogue is?
We are the island-wide team. I don't know if you can see my new logos that I got going there, but we are the island-wide team. And we did that for a reason. We did that so that it anonymizes us, and it's not about the agent's ego. It's not the Kyle team. It's not the Kelly team. It's not the Jim and Rachel team. It's about all of us as a team servicing the entire island, because we do. We have agents on our team from the Hamptons all the way out to right now. Valley Stream is pretty much our reach, but we will be reaching into Queens soon. Don't worry, I won't jump into Long Beach quite yet. We'll see.
By all means, I'm open. I work with everyone.
Yeah, exactly.
So tell me some of your, if you will, your listing techniques. What value do you bring to your clients when you go on listing presentations? You have some special stuff that helps you.
Well, I'd say number one, I really work my sphere, and I teach my agents how to work their sphere. My business is really, it's 94% either sphere or referral. The only time I'm getting your FISBO or your expired or a door knock is when I'm showing another agent how to do that. So that makes up a very small part of my business. One of my team members, one of my partners, Jim, focuses on Zillow leads, and he crushes it with Zillow leads. Rachel, one of my partners, focuses on social media. She crushes it on social media. So we all have our own little segment that we really specialize in. But when it comes down to our listing appointments, we're constantly just showing the value that we provide as a team, servicing your listing, hiring a whole group of us at the same cost of hiring one agent elsewhere. And when we're able to show that value, is we're no longer convincing them to list with us. They're asking, how do we list with you? How do we work with you? Right. So some of the value that we definitely bring, number one, we do a 3D Matterport tour on every single one of our listings. I don't care if it's a $99,000 short sale or foreclosure to a $1.8 million that we have going right now in Strong's Neck. We do video tours. We do drone photography, Matterport 3D tours. But above that, because that's what everybody can be doing, is we're using target social media marketing and advertising in order to really narrow down our customer base and find buyers for our sellers very quickly. And we utilize all those tools, utilizing the Matterport tour or the video tour in our marketing to really get people to reach out to us so that the homes aren't sitting on the market for 3 months, 6 months. I mean, I know everything's flying off the market over the past 2 years pretty quickly, but we've been able to maintain that because we're able to target our buyers, really get in front of our buyers' faces and get our phones ringing for people who want to buy the houses that we have listed.
Could you tell the audience what Matterport is, or what
Sure. Actually, I think I have.
how it was served to a listing agent?
Yeah, so I think I actually have it with me. Let's see. I just picked up a new camera here.
Oh, you actually have the Matterport.
So you can now use a 360-degree camera by Ricoh. You don't have to buy the whole big Matterport camera. Matterport will tell you, this isn't in 4K, but that's okay. I'm okay with it not being in 4K. It's still a 1080, 18 megapixel or 5.7K video that you can record with this. And I use the Matterport software to create a three-dimensional tour of the home. So if you've ever seen those listings where you can literally click in and it looks like a first-person action video game where you can walk around the home, look up, look down, look side to side. The clarity in it, the detail in it is so that you can really tell. You can read magnets on people's refrigerators. That's how good it is. But you can really look around that house. If it's 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning, and that buyer just got off work and they're flipping around online looking at homes, they can find something with a couple pictures. They can find something with a lot of pictures, a video, or take that 3D tour where it's actually like a 24-hour open house. So this eliminates the need for them to actually have to come to the house on a Saturday during an open house to kick the can and say, oh, no, I didn't like it. Right? It got them in the home quicker and easier for the buyer.
Now, do you have floor plans for Matterport?
Sometimes I'll develop a floor plan. Sometimes I won't. It depends on the size of the house or if it's a custom layout. So really, it's a case-by-case basis if I use the floor plan.
I see. And the link, you advertise it anywhere on social media?
So I'm using target marketing in Facebook advertising and Instagram advertising. And in order to view our 3D tours or our video tours, we use a lead form. So you have to provide us with your name, your email address, your telephone number, and sometimes we'll even add on there if it's a coming soon or a listing that we have as a private listing, as an exclusive. We'll have something on there. Would you like to be contacted when this home becomes available? And for the most part, I'm getting, I'd say on average, if I do a $50 spend, a very small spend on Facebook and Instagram, I'll draw about 30 leads out of that, with at least 50% of them saying, yes, please contact me. So if you've given me your name, your email address, your telephone number, and a yes, please contact me, you're a pretty serious buyer.
True. And what do you think the reaction is, or since you've been using Matterport, what do you think the public is, how is the public responding to that?
So I've been using Matterport at least 5 years now in my business.
Oh.
So I was one of the first to start using it on Long Island, and I know there's a handful of agents using it. Some are just saying, "Oh, you don't need that, right? The market's great. You just stick a sign on the front lawn of that, and you got a line out the door." Well, what happens when this market shifts, right? So I'm building that library of 3D tours where it shows that I'm the guy that's been doing this for a few years. But it's not just doing it. It's not just that you have a 3D tour. It's how are you using it in your marketing. And the buyers are the ones that are really responding to it. Like I said, they get to walk through a home without actually physically having to be there. I can't wait for buyers to be coming to my office to put on 3D goggles and sit in the corner and tour every one of my listings, because that's the way it's going to be. We'll have a little 3D kiosk,
But for the sellers, it gives them an advantage over any other seller who's trying to list their home. And since you're a listing pro, you're giving that added value, and you're fulfilling one of our fiduciary duties of reasonable care.
Absolutely. And, I'm also explaining to them that this eliminates the amount, it reduces the amount of people that are coming through your home, reduces the amount of open houses that we need to hold, and the inconvenience, we're ridding you of the inconvenience of that, because when somebody's looked at 30 pictures, done a video tour, seen a drone fly over, and have taken a 3D Matterport tour, they've been in your home 4 times already. They're giving a phone call that they seriously want to check it out and feel the granite, so to say, right? And then they said, okay, let me make an offer on this property.
So what do you think is the hesitation for an agent not to use it? Like, why are they hesitating? If this is such a good secret source, why isn't everybody using it?
I think there's a cost to entry, and I think some newer agents just don't have the funds to be able to do it. And I think some, like myself with my team, we bought it. We bought the software. We bought everything that goes along with it. We have the iPad, everything for our agents to use. If our agents don't feel it's a good use of their time, we have somebody on our team that'll go out and do it for them on their new listing, because I see the value in it. And yeah, there is a cost to it, but I think that the benefit far outweighs the cost.
Do you have a photographer that takes the pictures, professional pictures?
I always
Or
use
do you
professional
like
photography.
every other agent I see out there using their?
Oh, come on. You got a 4K camera on that. You should be able to take good pictures with that, right? Listen, I remember, my God.
It's how they take the pictures is what my concern is.
It's only been 10 years that I've been licensed, and I remember getting like one of those little cameras, to keep with me in a tripod. When I got my first couple of listings, I'd take my own pictures. And then I was told, hey, don't worry, the camera on your iPhone is better than those cameras that you're buying. So use your iPhone, right? 10 years ago, you were told to use your iPhone. I think we've been to seminars telling us use your iPhone, right? No, I use professional photography on every one of my listings. And we've now gotten to a point where we have a professional photographer on staff for our team. So we're not hiring it out. So we have the Matterport on our team. We have the staff photographer, somebody doing our social media, somebody doing our marketing. It's all about the systems,
Tell me about your marketing in general. You branded yourself as the go-to guy in Patchogue. Come and live. What was your slogan?
Move to Patchogue.com, right? So move to Patchogue.com has been my site for 9 years now, and I'm starting to gain traction to become an overnight success. But really, no, I've become the go-to guy in Patchogue because it's not just about real estate to me, right? It's about the community. It's about the people. It's about the businesses. And everybody in town gets to know me on a one-on-one level because of the marketing that I do for the town and for the other businesses in town. So it's not just
about as a community expert, it's like I know this firsthand being here in Long Beach and handling the areas of Long Beach, Island Park, and Oceanside, that once you branded yourself as a community expert, people gravitate to that person for a listing faster than anyone from out of town coming in.
Yep.
Correct?
Yeah, absolutely. When my phone rings and it's somebody in Patchogue, I know that they're talking to me and maybe two other agents. There's probably three of us that are really, really crushing this area right now. And I give those other agents just as much credit because there's room enough for all of us to have a good business in town.
I'm glad you said that because occasionally I'll get a listing out of my area, but if I feel that I can't handle it, I'll refer it out to someone like yourself.
Yep. Oh, and my referral business, agent to agent, is, I probably do about $30,000 in referral business a year on average, and that's coming in and going out. We have agents that we know over in Huntington that don't want to leave the Huntington area. They really specialize over there. They send me stuff out east, right? So we work their clients out east. I'm not driving to Long Beach.
Oop, we got a little hiccup there. Let me see if I can hang on one second.
We go to church with them.
Wait, we froze you for a second. Hold on. What did you say? You're not coming out to Long Beach.
Oh, so you didn't get all that, huh? I thought you froze on me too. No, so I was telling a story. I was getting on the plane to Triple Play because I take the plane out of Farmingdale down there for the Atlantic City conference, and there was a couple boarding the plane with us, and they got to talking about selling their house in about a year. And I said, "Oh, where are you from?" They said, "Long Beach." I said, "Great, you got to call Joe Sonona when you sell your house." They said, "Oh, we already know Joe. We're definitely using Joe." Right? So I didn't even have to give the referral to you; they're already using it.
Well, we'll talk about that one soon. Tell me, when you're with a homeowner and you're showing and demonstrating all this value to them, are they still hesitant about
I just sat with an agent.
Right in?
I just sat with an agent just before we got on this call, And she was asking about joining the team and the benefits of joining the team. And I explained to her that in the past 2 years, I'm at 98% getting that listing. So if I sit on a listing appointment, I'm getting that listing.
That's awesome.
Reason being is we provide the value, right? If we can show them enough value, they're always going to use us. So I'm at 98% close ratio when it comes to getting on an appointment. I think I've actually lost maybe 2 listings in the past year at most.
What's your advice for? I'll handle a two-parter. You can answer this. What's your advice for a brand new agent wanting to get into listings and finding a niche in listings? And then what is your advice to someone? I hate to use the word, but seasoned like us that may need an extra push in the new year. So that's a two-parter.
Let me just close the door here real quick.
All right,
bye-bye. Yeah, so
you needed so much privacy, you needed to close the door, everyone.
Absolutely. Yeah. So for the new agent, I think getting on a team can really be beneficial, but it's about getting on the right team. A couple of years ago, I was against teams. I kept seeing these teams sprouting up everywhere. I'm like, oh God, another team. You want to make sure that the team that you're joining, though, isn't just 2 brand new agents that decide that they're going to put their names together and operate as a team. Right? It's like the blind leading the blind. You want to make sure that there's somebody at the head of that team that is seasoned, that does have the experience to be able to show you not just give you business, but show you how to grow your business, right? So it's to teach a man to fish or give a man a fish, right? I'd rather teach my agents how to grow their business. And you want somebody who's going to provide enough value to you as a new agent that you're going to build your business enough so that you can leave them, but not want to leave them because of the value that they're providing you, right? They need to be able to.
Froze again. Kyle, come back. Come back to us. This is good stuff. I'll wait for Kyle to refresh his screen. There we go. Sorry, Kyle. Your connection was pretty bad. It froze again.
I've got full Wi-Fi service here. I don't know why we're freezing.
I don't know
what's going on. We've got sound issues. We got video issues. Good thing this isn't about technology, right?
Right. We have issues, though. We have issues.
We've got issues.
And so we left off with the new agents that they shouldn't be afraid to jump in and not another teammate that's brand new.
Yeah, so it's not going to help to go with somebody who's also brand new or just a couple new agents who decide to stick their names together and be a team. You want to make sure that somebody at the helm knows what they're doing and can show you how to build your business, right? So I tell my agents out of the joining all the time, my job is to show you how to build a business so well that you can leave me, but I provide enough value that never want to leave me, right? So can I explain that value proposition? Can I show that value and continue to prove that value while you're on my team? Right. So I think that's the biggest benefit for a new agent is to find somebody that you can shadow, that can mentor you and can show you how to build a business, not just hand you leads that hopefully you convert one day.
Right. And for the seasoned agent?
For the seasoned agent that needs a kick in the ass, I say if you haven't made money in the past 2 years, you should go get a job elsewhere because this has been a very good market to make money. And honestly, if you weren't able to make money over the past 2 to 3 years in real estate, what are you going to do when this turns? Right? What plan do you have for when this market turns? Because there's always a shift. There's always going to be a turn in the market. We're not going to have a crash, I don't think, but we are starting to plateau and we are starting to see, listings staying on market a little longer, more days on market, price reduction. We're starting to see those signs of it making a small shift. So if you weren't able to produce in your past 3 years, what are you doing going forward to make sure you survive in this business? Or what plans are you making to get out of this business? Right. And I think maybe joining a team could help you. I think getting some coaching is going to help you. I have 2 coaches that I work with right now, right? Like it's not above me to try to go find a coach. It's not below me to go try to find a coach, right? I think anybody can use a coach, can use somebody to help them in their business to continue to grow at whatever point in your business you're in.
I think long term, though, people have to have a business plan, regardless whether they're new or older in the business, older experience. they still need to revisit that business plan. You agree?
And your business plan needs to be a breathing document. It needs to be a living, breathing document, right? So you need to be able to shift through that business plan. But unless you have your business plan in writing, you're not in business, right? You're just winging it. You're flying by the seat of your pants. You're hoping what happened last year will happen again this year. How do you replicate what happened last year? Or how do you change it if it wasn't good? Right?
I wasn't at triple play last year or this past year, but I was last year sitting in your classroom, and that's how I got into business planning and preaching about business planning. But I'm certainly not a good teacher like yourself. So I wanted to get you a plug that you know how to write an effective business plan for agents as well.
And that's one of the things that we do now when an agent joins our team in our first 15 days on the team. We sit down and we write out your goals and we write out a plan to reach your goals. Because that's what a business plan really is, right? It's a map to achieve the goal. So we write out what steps do we need to take in order to achieve those goals. And really, your goals at the top, and it just breaks down step by step. What do you need to do on a daily basis consistently in order to meet the goals that you set for yourself?
Great thing to have, along with a vision board and goal setting. Business plan is essential. It's the foundation of our visions, right?
And I didn't realize that until I was probably about 3 years into the business. 3-4 years into the business, finally I wrote a business plan, and then I started making money. It was magical. So, oh no! If you wrote that business plan and you followed it and you changed and you adapted by what the market's telling you, but if you had that in front of you, if you had your daily actions that you need to be taking, the steps that you need to be taking, then at least you have a pathway to get there.
True. Well, I think that's it. You want to wrap it up?
Was that them coming to get you in the background? Is that what I'm hearing? We got to close this up quick.
I think that was me here. I want to wish you good luck, of course, in your new team. I want to wish all our students a happy, healthy new year. We'll be coming back in January with a series of talks on Coffee Talk. And thank you, Kyle Kelly, for being my guest today.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Come help me. If you want to join me build an empire, guy, we're out here.
There you go. Have a good one. Thank you.
Take care. Bye.
Take care. Bye-bye.